Welcome to After Hours Action. I'm Greg Greenberg from the Street. Stocks closed mildly higher on this first day of November. Commodities, however, had a tougher time as a stronger dollar hit gold, silver, and oil. We'll talk about that in a second. First, let's wrap up the markets. Stocks finished in the green Friday amid signs of strength in both the U.S. and Chinese manufacturing sectors. The S&P 500 closed up 5 points to 1762, while the Dow was up 70 and the Nasdaq finished 2 points higher to 3922. AIG was a major mover today, albeit to the downside. The insurer sank 6.5% due to lower revenue in its property casualty division in the third quarter. Chevron finished down 1.5% after it announced a 6% drop in earnings from last year. And First Solar, on the other hand, had a big day, jumping 17% after it beat street estimates by $1.29. Yes, the shorts certainly got squeezed in First Solar. In commodities, gold sank as the dollar once again saw strength. It was a tough week for the yellow metal, which closed down $8 at $1,315 an ounce. Silver also finished down slightly at $21.07. And oil had a really rough day, down 1% to $94.50 a barrel. Yes, it has a $94 handle. Good news for drivers heading into the holiday season, I suppose. Looking ahead to next week, the first full trading week in November, we have some big reports to look forward to, including Tesla and Michael Kors on Tuesday, CBS and Time Warner on Wednesday, and Walt Disney and Monster Worldwide on Thursday. Now, Tesla and Michael Kors have had phenomenal runs, but both companies are still relatively new to the public markets. To succeed in the long run, they're going to have to retain the talent that's brought them this far. Not only that, but also poach some of their competitors' best players. Here to talk about winning the talent war is Orly Lobel, author of the new book, Talent Wants to Be Free. Yes, it does. Orly, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so how heated are the talent wars? Are companies actively pursuing and poaching their competitors' star players?
The talent wars are very heated, and they're just getting more heated. They're getting hot, and we are facing what some people are calling talent Armageddon. There's poaching, there's a global war on talent. There are other countries that are making strategic moves to get more of our brains elsewhere.
All right, well, competition is good, right? It makes everyone stronger. Now, in sectors like Wall Street and the legal profession, you see a lot of companies poach other teams' star players because they want their client books, they want their customers, and very often they have to pay up for that. Is it worth it in the long run? Do sometimes they overpay?
Sometimes they might overpay. I think the focus should be on who is the person that you're getting, what do they offer, why would a client move with them? With law firms, there's a strong ABA policy about not enforcing non-competes. So we think that this relationship between clients and their own attorney, wherever firm they go, is so important that we shouldn't enforce non-competes, which I think is good. And so, yeah, it's worth thinking about what they've done to have these followers and to pay for that.
Well, in other areas, like technology, for example, you're trying to steal intellectual property from another company. Not trying to steal it, but you're trying to poach it. However, it's not so easy to bring intellectual property to another company. I know there was a case on Wall Street where a Goldman Sachs back office person, a computer programmer, left for a hedge fund, and Goldman Sachs not only sued him, but sent that programmer to jail. He just wanted to bring that property over there. So how do you make sure that your star players aren't stealing your star property?
Right. So, yeah, Goldman Sachs called the FBI. This is a very controversial case that's ongoing. The important message is to, first of all, know what intellectual property is and to not try to overreach. So some things should be deemed trade secrets, some things are patentable, but many other types of knowledge, types of information that we have in our profession, in our industry, are things that should be open. And a company in the long run loses when they have an over-control mentality, when they try to just define everything as their proprietary information.
Well, there's a great case you bring up in the book of P&G, which was looking too far inside itself. It wasn't letting its employees look outside the company for ideas. They changed that, and it really helped their R&D drive. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, so companies that have a mentality where they're closed to the world, where they are so afraid of leaking their own development efforts, they tell their employees that they can't go to professional conferences, they can't interact with people that are part of their industry, their professional world, they become stagnated. They develop these mentalities of not invented here, where they overlook really terrific ideas that are just out there to be brought in. They fail to see opportunities for collaboration and partnership. So opening up your ranks, telling your employees that they actually should seek out great ideas and they should develop a network is something that a company that wants to be inventive has to do.
They should let their talent free. The talent wants to be free. It's a great book. Thanks for coming, Orly. And thank you for watching After Hours on the Street. I'm Greg Greenberg. Have a nice weekend. I'll see you next week.